Hey guys, it's Peter, and I'm back. Of course I'm back. I'm not going anywhere. Beast. Peekaboo, I see you because I'm YouTube famous now. We're getting ready to read. Available Christmas 2023, The Shade album. Dad, shimmy, shimmy, and every rose has its thorn. Beast. How are you guys doing today? And a tambourine. I'm in such a good mood. Listen, Linda, listen. I need a little Diet Coke, first of all. I'm in such a good mood because I went to bed so early. This is like my third night. I love that sound, first of all, of opening a Diet Coke can. I went to bed so early last night. This is like my third night in a row going to bed early. Y'all are like, oh my God, Peter. I was just talking in my vlog yesterday about, I like to go to bed sometimes early because then I get up and I get a lot done, you know, and I enjoy like being up early in the morning and things like that. But then the other side of me is like such a night owl, and I like to stay up late, get caught up in my shows and things like that. Like last night, I wanted to watch Survivor and Amazing Race. That didn't happen. I wanted to get caught up on Welcome to Plathville, all in anticipation for tonight. Do y'all know what tonight is? I need my fan, hold on. Woo! Listen, I cannot wait. I cannot wait for the excitement of tonight. Is Gary Jerry, is he going to pick Leslie, or is he going to pick Zip It Teresa? Okay, I am so ready for the Golden Bachelor tonight. Are y'all watching the Golden Bachelor? Oh my God, tonight, Gary Jerry. I call him Gary Jerry because his name is Gary, but he spells it Jerry. And then somebody got so pissed because yesterday, so if you want to know, I got a new channel. I got a 7th channel now. It's called Peter's Reality TV Recaps and Opinions, better known as, and that's my opinion, Beast, with Peter Monn. But yesterday, I did a whole video over there about Gary Jerry and the Golden Bachelor, and because my whole neighborhood, you know, it's 80 plus over here. My whole neighborhood, they're so excited about Gary Jerry and who's he going to pick to be in love with forever. And I talked about the fantasy suites. Because it's my dream to see 75-year-olds up in the fantasy suites in Costa Rica. But anyway, listen, ain't nobody asking me to open an OnlyFans, so I can say that, okay? But anyway, I said in my video yesterday, because his name is Gary, but he spells it G-E-R-R-Y. And somebody was like, Peter, Gary explained that in an interview, that's the German way to spell it, okay? Well, I don't live in Germany, okay? So I call him Gary Jerry all day long, okay? I don't care, Gary Jerry. And now there's all this stuff coming out about Gary Jerry. He was like so nice. I was even in my video yesterday, I was like, I need a little bit more of a man than Gary Jerry, okay? Like, I need a man that's gonna, yeah, I need a little bit more of a man than Gary Jerry, okay? Gary Jerry's like, you cry so much, and will you accept this rose? And I'm just like, come on, Gary Jerry, just pound it or something, okay? Like, I just can't. It's too much for me, right? I need a man! So I'm with my husband, but we're going to talk about that in just a second because somebody wanted to come from my husband and myself and a comment. I didn't even realize it because it was on a video 10 days ago or something like that. But anyway, we're going to talk about that because people say, Peter, you address negative comments too much. Well, today, I got to address a comment today. I got to address 2 comments today left by somebody over there, okay? Of course, you know, their profile picture's a flower and their name is so fake. Pfft. Like, you can't find out in 5 minutes who those people are. I know who you are already. I already sent it off because you scared me, okay? Because you watch my videos very, very closely. But we're going to get into that in just a second. Woo! So I did a whole video yesterday on my reality TV channel. It's linked below. It's the first thing that you'll see, so y'all need to go and subscribe to it. People tell me that I don't ever say on my channel over here that you should like and subscribe to my videos. Will you please like my videos and subscribe to my channel, please? Watch, I'll say that and I'll lose like 200 subscribers or something because I don't ever say it. But there are people all the time. But listen, I'm watching 1,000-Pound Sisters. I am, okay? I'm almost on season 3. I'm catching up before December 12th when it comes out. I used to cover Miss Amy Slayton back in the day on this channel. So I'm watching that 1,000-Pound Sisters. Listen, I love that show so much. I am like thinking about doing a video talking about Miss Amberlynn Reed, Amy Slayton, Tammy Slayton, all them people over there, Foodie Beauty, all these people that talk about getting hinted at reality shows. Amberlynn's been hinting at the fact that they've been coming for her for Amberlynn Reed could never could never be as vulnerable as Amy and Tammy Slayton are. Now, I know, listen, I haven't seen season 3 and season 4, so don't come for me yet. I don't know what they say on there. But they are so vulnerable in the first 2 seasons of that show. I'm like, y'all can tell I love reality TV, right? So I'm like falling down the rabbit hole of 1,000-Pound Sisters. I love that show so much. So anyway, but tonight it's all about Gary Jerry, okay? And I did a whole speculation over there on who he's going to pick to fall in love with, right? Who he's going to the altar with. Is it going to be Leslie, or is I call her Hottie Leslie, okay? She is. She looks good, doesn't she? Oh my God. Or is it going to be Zip It Teresa? Because Kathy told her to zip it, because she was telling everybody about how great her dates were with Gary Jerry. So anyway, but that's over on my reality TV channel. People over here all the time, they're like, could you please do a video about the Real Housewives? Could you please do a video about Gary Jerry? Could you please cover the 1,000-Pound Sisters? It's all over there, okay? Vanderpump Rules. Next year, we're doing Sister Wives, 1,000-Pound Sisters, 90-Day Lockup, or 90-Day Lockup, 90-Day Fiance. They should call that 90-Day Lockup, should they? All of them people over there on 90-Day Fiance, they're all a bunch of liars, okay? All of them are liars. They'll lie about things, and then they wonder why their relationships don't work when you get there, and the person shows up, and they find out you're a witchy poo, and you got a family in other countries that you didn't even know about, other wives and things like that. You wonder why your relationship don't work? That's why they should call it 90-Day Liars instead of 90-Day Fiancés. But anyway, so I cover all that stuff over my new reality TV channel. I got 7 channels now, okay? I'm thinking by 2026 I'll probably have 18 channels, okay? I might. But anyway, so what was I going to say? Something about doing that Amber Lynn Reid video. I need some of this Diet Coke. Woo! And I need some lip gloss, because I got some things to say today. Not about Gary Jerry. I got a lot to say about Gary Jerry. I could make a 2-hour video about Gary Jerry. Oh, that's what I was going to say. Did y'all hear that some stuff is coming out about Gary Jerry, the Golden Bachelor? I should just cover this over my reality TV channel, shouldn't I? Here's just a little hint of what I do over there. So apparently Gary Jerry was dating somebody. He said he didn't date nobody, okay, since his wife passed away. But apparently he was dating somebody, Gary Jerry was. And see, now, I figured out yesterday, I pulled out my ring light to do a video in the bedroom while I was folding laundry. People actually do watch those videos on my Peter Does Stuff channel. I was just folding laundry. I told stories about my mom and stuff like that. But anyway, my camera, okay, I've used it so much that now it won't even screw into the top of, listen, I'm good at screwing, but it won't screw into the top of the ring light. So I'm going to have to buy a new camera by the end of the year. The only thing it'll screw into is this little tripod here, okay? And it's so sunny. It's not even that cold outside today. It's so sunny outside today that I had to sit inside to do this video. So my ring light is, look, it's my computer here. There's my ring light, the light on my computer. Hey, Gary Jerry, how you doing, girl? Anyway, apparently Gary Jerry was dating somebody. I saw something like this come out. It's probably lies from the pit of hell, right? But apparently Gary Jerry he's the Golden Bachelor, you know? And he is handsome, right? For 72, he's a very nice looking man. But anyway, apparently Gary Jerry was dating some woman and he broke up with her because she wouldn't lose some weight or something like that. I was like, Gary Jerry? My Lord, Gary Jerry. Now they're trying to call out the Golden Bachelor for body shaming and stuff like that. I don't know if there's any truth to that, but trust, I'm going to be looking into that. So anyway, what cracked me up so much was Teresa, Zip It Teresa, that she wouldn't shut up about how great her dates were. And the entire season, she just like looks up at him and she's like, Gary Jerry, I think I'm falling in love with you, Gary Jerry. I can just see you fitting into my life. We have this word connection that they use on Bachelor Paradise, Bachelor Universe, you know, all the Bachelor shows, connection. I'm so tired of hearing the word connection. Gary Jerry, I just feel like we have such a connection. Gary Jerry, I love you. I thought this woman, I don't even know one thing about her, right? Then they sit down in Costa Rica and they have dinner and he's like, you know, Teresa, I don't really know that much about you. I don't even know what you do for a living. She's like, I sell securities. I have 6 and 7 security certifications. I do this. I was like, oh no. Girl, this is where, listen, okay? Listen, independent, strong women, all right? She done shown her cards. And then, you know what? Then Gary Jerry fell in love with her more. He did. Then he wanted to take her to the fantasy suites and do her. He did at 72. I mean, I don't know if Viagra was involved or anything like that, but listen, I don't hate on that. So anyway, so that's over there on my reality TV channel. You get the same energy over there just talking about reality TV. So today, tell me what you want, what you really, really want. I'll tell you what you want. I'm getting ready to go into a therapy session here in 58 minutes. So I got to get to this video, okay? And I'm sure you guys are ready for it too. You're like, we came over here to hear about Mikayla Nogueira. Really? Really? We're going to talk about the pros and cons of Mikayla Nogueira today. I haven't made a Mikayla Nogueira video, I don't think, since I was on vacation for my birthday in Cancun. And that was when, was that when, or was it earlier in the year? Maybe it was, I don't remember when it was, when Mascara Gate came out. I almost said Lipstick Gate, but that was her good Judy mentor, Jaclyn Hill. But anyway, that mascara stuff, you know, that she came out and said she was a liar of the world. And then she wouldn't address it, and she's gotten her video, and she said, you know, like, let's address the elephant in the room. And everybody thought she was going to talk about the mascara, and then she talked about something else, basically making fun of the fact that she's the biggest liar and scammer in the entire world and doesn't disclose appropriately, and all that kind of stuff, and uses filters and lies about her entire thing of what she does just to make money. It's all about the coin to these people, right? Okay. So I don't care about your coin. Get your coin. Be the richest person on the face of the earth. But do it honestly. Like, I don't understand why you have to lie when your integrity and you being this, oh, I was just this normal girl that used to work at Ultra Music Festival. Let's go, March. I'm just this normal person that used to work up in the Ulta, and I'm a self-taught makeup influencer. We're going to get to that in just a second, right? And now look at me. I'm making millions of dollars, and I had a sponsored wedding, and I had a predator at my wedding, James Charles. That's what we're going to talk about today. But before I get into that, I want to get into, let me pull out my reading glasses to read a fool, okay? I want to get into this comment that I received on my video. Now, had it been just the first comment that I saw, I probably would just like let it fly, right? But the second comment, this person wanted to come from my marriage, okay? And they wanted to basically say that they wanted to compare me to James Charles, all right? No. Man, we ain't gonna do that over here, okay? And you know so much about me, okay? And so much specifically about me that it kind of scares me. So when I read your comments today, I quickly sent them off to the investigator and had your information within about 10 minutes, okay? It's not hard. So you are on the watch list, and you have been blocked from my channel, just so you know, okay? Because you're a predator protector as well. So let me get into this comment. Oh, look, there's Mikayla Nogueira. We're going to talk about her in just a second, okay? So this person leaves this comment on my video. I was talking about Daniel Prada and Joey Graceffa. First of all, I can't imagine leaving a paragraph this long about Joey Graceffa and Daniel Prada because you are in love with them fools so much. You do realize that Daniel Prada and Joey Graceffa don't even know who you are, right? Okay, they don't even know who I am, probably. So let's just get it clear. So this person says, I can tell that Peter is, or was at one point, deeply jealous of Daniel and Joey's big fancy house and the parties they threw with all the big name YouTubers. And you can imagine it's very much like an alternate dimension version of what he and Alex were into as scene queens of any. First of all, we were never scene queens, baby. Okay, we went out to some bars every once in a while. Okay, but we were never scene queens. I don't even know what that means. Okay, of what he and Alex were into as scene queens of Indianapolis back in the day. It's like a competitive bitterness. Let's face it, Joey and Daniel are not evil masterminds. No, she says, they just raise puppies and snark. I'm going to read the whole thing, then I'll comment on it, okay? Peter's version of clickbait is saying things like, I'm quitting, to sound like he's quitting YouTube, but it's a bagel seasoning he's no longer eating from Cafe Patishu. By the way, I have never made that video saying I'm quitting and anything, but the fact that this person knows where I go to eat brunch every single Sunday, that's scary, number one. Or he'll say, I've had enough, and it'll be about having enough of the cold temperatures on his porch, which I talk. This is somebody that is a very, very close vlog watcher of mine, okay? I can't do this anymore, and it's about not eating the new breadsticks at Piata. I've never made that video either, okay? But the fact that this person knows that I order Piata on quite a regular basis, that's 3 scary marks, okay? I can't believe he did this, and it's about Boo Radley gumming down 2 helpings of chicken slop after not having a very big appetite the previous couple of days. So what this person has let me know is they are somebody that watches every second of my vlog, okay? Because I literally just recently started talking about the fact that Boo Radley will only eat chicken, okay? And that his appetite is not great and he will eat one day after another. So this person wants me to know who they are. Well, baby, I know who you are. I know every fucking thing about you, okay? And you are scary. And people want to know, okay, what goes along with talking about these influencers. This is what goes along with it. And this is this person letting me know that they know these intricate details of my life, okay? This is why I take it very, very seriously. Because if you're looking at that kind of details, and you know where I eat brunch on Sunday, and yes, I do say it a lot in my videos, okay? And you know what I order for food, and you know this about my dogs. What else do you know about me? What are you keeping tabs on that you want to leave all that in one comment for somebody, okay? Oh, but wait, it doesn't stop there. Then they go on and they leave another comment, And the other comment says, and this is in defense of James Charles, if James Charles were committing crimes, he would be in legal trouble. Well, it's really not that easy, first of all, okay? The fact is that the people would have to come out and they would have to press charges, and then the police would have to decide whether or not they were going to look into it. It's a very lengthy situation. And what's so dangerous about your comment, okay, is that this is the exact same excuse that people use when they defend Colleen Ballinger. Well, if Colleen Ballinger had really done anything wrong, there would be legal implications, okay? I have had many people that work for law enforcement that they watch my videos, their partners watch my videos, so they know about the situation, that have reached out to me in emails, and they have said to the people that say that if this were true, legal would be involved in that, they say that is absolutely 100% incorrect, okay? There are so many things that have to happen before legal gets involved. And even if legal got involved, they may not do anything, even if it were 100% true. So that's absolutely incorrect. You're ignorant and you're supporting a predator, okay? So you are a predator protector. This person goes on to say, if James Charles were committing crimes, he would be handled by actual cops in courtrooms, not just people demonizing him on YouTube for clicks and funny ha-has. Okay. I am demonizing James Charles for clicks and funny ha-has on my video. No, I take it very, very seriously what James Charles did, okay? Very, very seriously. Trust me, I wouldn't have made as many videos about this as I have if I didn't take it as seriously as I do. You obviously don't. You obviously have you have no issue, okay, with the fact that James Charles was having sexual conversations with teenage boys. You have no problem with that whatsoever. You have totally signed on to that. There is factual evidence. James Charles has taken accountability and then taken that video down. James Charles himself, okay, in a video that you can go look called Holding Myself Accountable, which has been re-uploaded to YouTube, you can go see the factual evidence where James Charles refers to those people as his victims, okay? So when you want to say that there's no factual evidence about this, if there was anything that he'd been done that was actually wrong, okay, what world do you live in where you think it's okay, that an adult is talking to young 14-year-old boys in a sexual manner, okay? I'm not sure where you see that, okay? But anyway, I digress. Then you go on to say, and there is a huge age gap between Peter and his much younger husband. Okay. All right, so a bunch of people go in here, now that comment's not up on my video anymore because I blocked this person from my channel, okay? You're gonna come from my marriage of 12 plus years and my relationship where I've been with my husband for 15 years. I have said this enough, okay? You wanna support people like James Charles, okay, who are predators, and you wanna support people like Manny MUA that support predators, okay, that play into the straight fantasy. And you want to support people like Daniel Prada and Joey Graceffa that are doing these videos, okay, let's pick out a lesbian in a line based on stereotypes, how good is my gaydar, okay? All people that are doing things to discredit the LGBTQIA plus community, all right? But I've been with my husband for 15 years, happily, okay, and done a lot of work, which I have talked about at length, okay? Normalizing the importance of marriage counseling, couples counseling, and how hard it is to have a happy marriage and a happy relationship, okay? And we've been together 12 plus years, but you want to dog that instead of singing out our praises for that? How dare you, okay? Number one. Number two, I am 51 years old. My husband is 39 years old, okay? My husband was 24, almost 25 years old when I met him, and I was 36 years old when I met him, okay? So we're not talking about 21-year-olds talking to 14-year-olds, okay? There are a lot of 24-year-olds that have 3 and 4 kids, have been married twice, and have had 2 careers. My husband was 24 turning 25 years old, okay? Don't even come for me on this at all. At all, okay? Like, this is the lengths that the people will go to protect actual predators, okay? That they will paint a picture of what somebody is not. And I've gone through this, baby, already, so trust me. Trust me, I've gone through this already. And your information has been turned over to my investigator. Called my investigator on the phone. I said, this person is very scary to me. This person is somebody that's watching my vlog very closely. Now, somebody that watches my vlog every single day, okay, could say to you, if I said, where do I go for brunch? They'd say, Cafe Patashu. What do you order regularly? Piata. Okay, what does Boo Radley like to eat? He likes to eat chicken, but sometimes he doesn't. His appetite's not great. Somebody that watches my vlog regularly. This is somebody that watches my vlog regularly that does not like me. In fact, hates me. Because I went back and I looked at all their comments that they left on my channel, and every single comment that they left on my channel was absolutely nasty and filled with hatred. Okay, I didn't even read to you the nastiest ones that they had. I turned those over to my investigator, who within quickness said, do you want to know who this person is? I said, sure, let me know. Looked him up, all that kind of stuff. Oh, I let them continue to follow me on my Instagram because I'm going to track them. I'm going to keep on listen, I know who you are, okay? It's that easy to figure out. You guys think you can hide behind these flower pictures and all this kind of stuff. You cannot hide, okay, behind a purple and blue sky. You cannot hide behind that, okay? You might as well just put your face, your age, your name, and your social security number because it's that easy to figure out, all right? And you think it's going to stop me from continuing to call out bullshit people like Joey Graceffa, who protects Colleen Ballinger, has Joey Graceffa, or has JoJo Siwa, who is a total Colleen Ballinger defender, up in his videos, okay? Videos where he stereotypes LGBTQIA plus people, all right, for clicks and views. And you want to come for me and say I'm making videos calling out James Charles over clicks and views? Bless your heart, sweetheart. You can get fucked, okay? So let's move on to the topic at hand, which is Mikayla Nogueira, another predator protector. Now, you know, before I get into this, I kind of want to say I don't have any notes or anything about talking about this. Where am I at on my time on my video? Oh, my Lord, 21 minutes. You know, going into 2023, it wasn't like I didn't know this about James Charles. I think people are like, Peter, like, you've known this for a long time, blah, blah, blah. I have known this for a long time, right? Adam McIntyre's video with Colleen Ballinger, about Colleen Ballinger, the original video, came out years ago. The second part of this came out in June, okay? And then Adam started addressing it. The other victims came out and started addressing it. And then James Charles came out with his article in Cosmopolitan. The article in the Cosmopolitan, and before that, Mikayla Nogueira had her wedding where she had a predator at her wedding. She had James Charles and his predator friends, like Patrick Starr, okay? And she had many other predator friends that were there too, many of which is the reason why I unfollowed them, okay? Because I was like, I'm not going to continue to support people that support James Charles, all right? I think it's so disgusting that you care so much about your social media following and how trendy you are, Mikayla Nogueira, that you would have an actual predator at your wedding, where there are children and family members at your wedding. You care less about your family and the people at your wedding to expose them to an actual predator that has not changed, has demonstrated he has not changed, okay? And is still doing the same things he was doing years ago, and came out in the Cosmopolitan article this year and said that he was still doing those same things by dipping into people's DMs. And you have that person to your wedding. I wouldn't have that person over to my house for coffee, all right? Let alone to a wedding of my closest friends and family. I wouldn't have my wedding sponsored either, all right? But what's very obvious to me about Mikayla Nogueira, and one of the reasons why I don't cover her is because she disgusts me. To be honest with you, she is not anybody that I have ever found to be honorable. I understand why people think she's interesting, okay? The reason why Mikayla Nogueira got famous on TikTok to begin with was she was one of the first ones that was doing these quick makeup looks, okay? She can do makeup pretty well, but she's self-taught. And she is just a normal girl, okay? With normal all this, normal that, normal boyfriend, whatever, okay? Sitting in her house, doing these makeup things. She used to work at Ulta. It was always her dream. This is a Jaclyn Hill story all over again. You guys go back and watch Jaclyn Hill from back in the day, okay? When Jaclyn Hill was like, yeah, I used to work at the Mac counter. Remember the Mac counter where she would go upstairs and she would dream at that Ulta and Northfield Mall that never existed? That one that she lied about? Are you guys clocking Mikayla Nogueira's lies right now so that 5 or 10 years down the road when you want to know why she still has a brand and she still has a platform, and then you guys are like, how does she have this? She's lied for the last 10 years. Start clocking it now and hold her accountable now, because Jaclyn Hill wasn't held accountable 5, 10 years ago, and that's why she's still relevant today, okay? And don't act like she's not. She still is to some degree. She's not getting the views she was getting, but she's still relevant to some degree. She's on her way out. Jaclyn Hill's on her way out, and she knows that. That's why she's pulling all kinds of stunts, okay? So anyway, Mikayla Nogueira watched Jaclyn Hill very, very closely. That's why she's been her mentor. Because Jaclyn Hill was somebody that was working at the Mac counter on food stamps, which people say it was never true, on food stamps, just trying to get by and all this kind of stuff. Then one day, she just decided to turn on the camera and be on YouTube. And then all of a sudden, she's got, 5 million subscribers and she's making $10 million and all this kind of stuff, has her own brand. Never thought I'd have my own brand. That was always my dream. Then she comes out 3 years later. That was never my dream. I never wanted to own my own brand. Lie, 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 lie. She's a liar, okay? Mikayla Nogueira is a liar too. So it's just all smoke and mirrors. So I have never been somebody that has really highly respected Mikayla Nogueira, okay? Like when the whole Mascara Gate thing came out, like I was kind of more surprised at the reception of people being like, when she came out and took no accountability for it and made a joke about it in a video, I was more surprised that people were like, yes, unbothered queen. Okay, so hold on a second. Let me get this clear, right? You want somebody that is reviewing makeup and telling you how to spend your hard-earned money. Mikayla Nogueira, she don't pay for her makeup. She gets all, have you not seen that? The boxes, she got P. Louise's entire website sent to her. Okay, you think she's buying her own makeup? She might buy a mascara here or there to review, but she is getting sent that shit, okay? And not disclosing it appropriately. So you want to take somebody's advice, okay, that doesn't disclose appropriately when she's getting paid to do a review favorably for somebody, so that she gets you, it's an advertisement is what it is, so she gets you to go buy the makeup that she's doing an advertisement for, okay? And then when she's held accountable for it, because you want honest reviews, right? Y'all used to live for that with Jeffree Star back in the day, is honest reviews, okay? Jeffree Star approved reviews. You want honest reviews because you want to know what to spend your hard-earned money on because you're working two jobs. But then Mikayla Nogueira comes out and she's called out for being dishonest, being deceptive, lying, being a huge problem in the beauty industry. A lot of other beauty influencers have come out and said that about her, okay? And you guys, your product's moment is to shout her out as an unbothered queen? No. That's not who I want, okay? That is not who I want when I am going for an honest review, okay? I don't give a shit how glammed up she looks. I don't give a shit how many brand trips she's getting sent on. This is 2016 all over again, okay? I don't give a shit how many sponsorships she does. She is a liar, okay? And she is deceptive, and she is lying to her audience. She is not disclosing appropriately about many sponsorships, okay? And acts like this is great and that's great, and y'all are going to spend your money on it, but your product's moment is shouting her out as being an unbothered queen. Can you please explain that to me? You want to spend your money on something that a girl in a TikTok got up in a video and said was good because she got paid to say that, and you're going to go spend your hard-earned money on that and find out on your own, not by a review, that it was a piece of shit? And then you're going to defend her and go, yes, girl, unbothered queen. Well, I'm sure her shit don't stink too, okay? And that's what y'all are playing into. Well, to be honest with you, I haven't been somebody that's respected Mikayla Nogueira for a very long time, okay? I just haven't. And when the whole Mascara Gate thing came out, I was like, you know what? Like, I'm more surprised by the response of this than I actually am of Mikayla Nogueira. Like, Mikayla Nogueira has been proven to be a liar. Okay, there's a whole filter thing going on. A lot of people speculate about this. A lot of people speculate about that everything about her is a lie. Okay, so, like, to be honest with you, Mikayla Nogueira coming out and doing a sponsored video and not saying it was sponsored and going off camera and showing the mascara and then acting and lying about what it was and all this kind of stuff, does that really surprise me? No. Do I think it's problematic? I think it's hugely problematic. I think that it raises the bar for the other beauty influencers that they have to lie if they're going to get viewers and subscribers, or they're going to get sponsorships, or they're going to have brands work with them, right? Because if they get on a video and they say, this lip gloss is bullshit, then they're not going to get that sponsorship. But guess who is? Mikayla Nogueira, okay? So does it surprise me that Mikayla Nogueira is the shittiest makeup person on the internet? No, I'm not surprised by that at all. I've been knowing that for a while, okay? Which is why my expectations aren't that high. When people are like, oh, and she had James Charles to her wedding, are we surprised? Did you see her guest list to her wedding? It was literally all filled with TikTok stars, many of which she had never met before, okay? So you're going to have a wedding, right, that's sponsored, that then you're going to invite people from TikTok that you've never even met before, That would be like me having a wedding, okay? And having people that I had never talked to on the phone, that I had never talked to in like maybe a DM, okay? And inviting them to my wedding. I saw them TikToks from those people, okay? I watched those TikToks when she got married. They said in there, I've never met Mikayla before. I've never done a TikTok with her. I don't know her. I don't know why I got invited to this wedding. She wanted that to be a superstar wedding. She invited people she had never even met before, okay? Why? Because it's important to her to be the most popular girl in high school. Well, I'm sorry, girl, that channel's already been done and much better than yours, okay? You ain't nobody, girl. You're somebody that got lucky on TikTok is what you are. And trust me, okay? When you walk up, my battery stopped. When you walk up on the shoulders of other people, you will fall down and you will pass those people on your way down too, okay? And you have had a mighty climb to the top. So trust, there is a mighty fall to come, okay? But this is the thing, all right? Is that Mikayla Nogueira has gotten away with lying about sponsorship. She's gotten away with lying about disclosure. She's gotten away with lying about filter. She's gotten away with lying about her life. She's gotten away about lying about the mascara. Never came out and addressed that. So what she thinks is she's untouchable, okay? I can do whatever I want to do and nobody's going to come for me, right? Okay, so she gets in this TikTok and this TikTok is called, hold on a second, here it is. Right here, it's this Christmas TikTok, and it's called Part 1, Christmas Shopping is So Fun. And in this, it's like a get ready with me, and she's getting ready, and she opens the James Charles palette, okay? I'm not going to put it up here for you. Y'all know what it looks like, okay? That basic, boring-ass palette. She opens that palette, and she says something to the effect of, like, I really want to try this palette of James, right? Which is so funny to me because people in the comment sections are literally like, there are people that are such James Charles fans and protectors that are literally like, she's not even talking about James' palette. Girl, which TikTok did you just watch, okay? I don't even like the TikTok. I watched it just for this video, okay? She literally opens the whole palette and shows it, okay? And says, I want to play with James' palette. Well, James wants to play with some things too, but it ain't a palette. I can tell you that right now, okay? And that ain't for funny, ha-ha. That's the truth, all right? So anyway, I'm like, so here we are. You already had him to your wedding. Now you're promoting a predator on your TikTok, okay? To your young audience. Because the majority of her audience is young. They're girls in high school and stuff like that. So to your young audience, Mikayla Nogueira, you have no problem coming out and promoting a self-proclaimed predator. Mikayla, do you need me to send you the Holding Myself Accountable video where James Charles comes out and refers to those young boys as victims? Victims of what, Mikayla? Bad makeup? That's not what he's talking about, Mikayla. He got in a video and he referred to them, those young men, okay, human beings, as victims. And you're okay with that. Because he came out in an article this year in Cosmopolitan, an article that he paid for. You know, what's interesting to me is that all these people are like, no, he didn't, no, he didn't. James Charles has never come out and said, I did not pay for that article. You know, none of these people, when I say this stuff, have ever come out and said, that's not true. This isn't true. That's not true. What that tells you is, it's true. So, I don't understand why you guys don't take issue with this. James Charles got, well, not you guys, 90% of my audience, 99% of my audience that don't hide behind flowers and skies and things like that, y'all get the gig, okay? You get it. You know these people are shit people, okay? James Charles, if the Cosmopolitan article, I want to make this very, very clear. When people want to talk about timing and things like that, if James Charles hadn't come out with the Cosmopolitan article this year, okay? Let's just say the article never existed. I would still be saying, okay, that a self-proclaimed predator that took that video down, okay, came out, blamed it on the multiple false allegations, okay, to excuse his way from that, has never come out and taken full accountability, has never explained the changes that he's gone through, okay? Y'all don't think it's an issue. You just think it's maybe a little different that he was talking to boys that were, I mean, he was 20, 21 at the time, you guys, okay, that were 4, 5, 6 years younger than him, that were minors. A 14-year-old, you guys. A 14-year-old, okay? That's 8th grade. So you don't think there's anything weird about that. You can excuse that in your head and make sense of that, okay? That's okay for James Charles to want to send an 8th grader a plane ticket to have him come visit him, allegedly, okay? And then turn around and get in the Logan Paul podcast when he said in his Holding Myself Accountable video, he wanted to date somebody himself or older. Then he came out in the Logan Paul podcast and said he wanted to date somebody that looked as young, as close to 18 as possible, okay? So he directly contradicted himself and lied. I would still be saying the same things today, that I don't understand why these people support him. I don't understand why Manny and Laura and Daniel Prada and all these people continue to support him, okay? I don't understand it. I would still be saying that. What is even more problematic than that, okay, is that James Charles came out in this Cosmopolitan article, okay, which was highly edited, a highly edited video or article that he got to pick what went out there into the universe. Don't tell me he didn't read that article, that interview, and say, yes, this goes to press, no, this doesn't, okay? He got to get in that article and say that he is still in DMs when he came out years ago and said that his excuse for it was that he was desperate and social media apps are not dating apps, okay? And that he wasn't going to be on dating apps or social media apps as dating apps anymore, all right? Now, I don't know about you, but in 3 years, I haven't heard him talk about his work on being desperate, his work on needing to talk to minors. I haven't heard him talk anything about that in 3 years, okay? His biggest scandal, of which there have been many with James Charles, he's never come out and addressed, other than in this article talking about professionals. I don't know, professional haircutters, professional nail trimmers, professional, I don't know who he's talking about, okay? Professional dog groomers like Colleen Ballinger, I don't know who he's talking about in that, as far as professionals, okay? We're supposed to insinuate counselors and therapists, and he's been in deep therapy. He never comes out and says that. He never says anything about the work that he's done, you know? Okay. So then he comes out in this article and he says that he is like a doorman at a club with people that are coming to him, okay? And further allegations are still coming out. We don't know if they're true. We don't know if they're not true, right? Because he continues to just gloss over it. And nobody cares because everybody is so muted by the fact that James Charles is a self-proclaimed predator. He came out, and if you cannot tell me that that is not true. James Charles came out in a video called Holding Myself Accountable, okay? He explained what he had done by talking to minors and having sexual inappropriate conversations with them, referred to them as his victims, and apologized to them. How is that not a self-proclaimed predator? And you guys, you are, like, the people that are fans of his literally are okay with that. Like, it is so baffling to me. And Mikayla Nogueira, okay, with millions, let's go see how many followers she has on TikTok, okay? Mikayla Nogueira, to her 15.2 million followers on TikTok. 15 million. That is bigger than some countries, okay? 15 million followers. What she says is, I'm okay with a predator. I fully support a predator. I fully support somebody that talks to minors. I fully support somebody that is a grown adult that is talking to an 8th grader sexually. That's what Mikayla Nogueira says by holding his palette up and helping sell his palette, okay? And why this is missed on anybody is beyond me. Going into 2023, I was very, very hopeful for a lot of people. I was hopeful that Manny would come out and distance himself from this whole situation, okay? But Manny doubled down on the Colleen Ballinger situation, came out and said he felt sorry for her, then took the podcast down, never addressed it, was in videos with Joy Graceffa, who still hasn't addressed this, as Colleen Ballinger's closest friend, and Manny MUA does reviews of the paint and palette and all this kind of stuff. So Manny MUA is 100% a predator protector, okay? Raw Beauty Christie, who I never thought in a million years, okay, would support James Charles, found out she supports James Charles, okay? Then I thought that Christie, because I had followed her for so long, would do the right thing and turn around and address it to her audience and be like, hey, listen, you guys, like, I followed him, I looked into it, I can't anymore, I can't support him. It would have been so easy, right? But she didn't come out and do that. She performatively unfollowed him, which she acknowledged when she talked to me on the phone, and she said, I don't want to just unfollow him because that will look performative. She knew that that would look performative because it was performative. And Raw Beauty Christie has never come out and spoken about this since, okay? So what that tells me is, Raw Beauty Christie obviously doesn't have any issues with a predator either. And all kinds of people are sending me stuff about Raw Beauty Christie. Listen, okay? There is still a part of me that believes that there is some goodness in Raw Beauty Christie. Because if I didn't feel that way, trust me, there is an expose video that I could do on Christy right now from all the stuff that people have sent me. Makeup artists behind the scenes and all kinds of stuff, okay? But I am still holding on to some hope that Christy will come out and do the right thing and address the situation. Laura Lee, okay, she plays dumb. Laura Lee should have forced Manny MUA to come out and make a statement on that podcast addressing why they took the podcast down, okay? Or why you felt the way they did about Colleen. She should have at least addressed that she was going to have a conversation about, she was never aligned with Colleen Ballinger, okay? Laura Lee wasn't. But she should have come out and at least addressed why the fact that she got in there and talked about such a serious, sensitive topic and didn't do her research on it, okay? She owed that. Joey Graceffa, who I thought, okay, that given his career, okay, or given his friendship with Colleen Ballinger, would come out and do the right thing. I mean, even Daniel Prada, his ex-boyfriend, yeah, he addressed it at the end of 6 minutes of a video, but at least he addressed it. At least he didn't, like, after 20 videos of people asking about it, him having to leave Twitter, at least he came out and addressed it. I mean, I'm baffled by the fact that out of all of them, Daniel Prada is the one that did kind of the right thing. Oh, but he wanted to do better, so he still supports James Charles. So no, he didn't do better. It was all just fucking talk, is what it was. People ask me all the time, like, why do you get so heated and passionate about this? Go watch my videos talking about Jerry Gary and the Golden Bachelor. I just get just as heated talking about that. But yes, this is confusing to me. I get very passionate talking about this stuff. I get the same way playing Words About Humanity or whatever that game is. If they're Cards Against Humanity, I'm looking at it right now. I get just as passionate playing that damn game, okay? Nikki Tutorials is another person. I was like, when I started seeing pictures of her at the escape rooms with James Charles, doing videos shouting out James Charles, doing TikTok, I was like, seriously, girl? Like, seriously? Like, you were one person that I thought you had your whole life and career and everything figured out, and you're willing to sell it for a predator? Okay, Lipstick Nick is another person. She supports Jeffree Star and she supports James Charles, okay? What the fuck? And Jaclyn Hill. So all these people that I looked up to and I thought, okay, they have some redeemable qualities. Hopefully they'll come out and do something right, you know? Tyler Oakley came out with a statement about Colleen Ballinger right away, but then just recently it was brought to my attention that he still follows her on Instagram. Why does Tyler Oakley have any reason to still follow her on Instagram? All these people, Patrick Ta following James Charles, Patrick Starr following Colleen Ballinger and James Charles. Patrick Starr is one of the biggest predator protectors in the world. Follows them, goes to Mikayla Nogueira's wedding, takes pictures with James Charles. He don't care. I mean, it's so disgusting to me. Like, this is what, I mean, 4 years ago, we were talking about the downfall of the beauty community. And before James Charles, what we were talking about was people lying and being deceitful to each other, you know? And it's like, now we're talking about self-proclaimed predators, and people protect them. So all I can think about, right, is that Nikki Tutorials, Lipstick Nick, Mikayla Nogueira, Daniel Prada, Laura Lee, Joey Graceffa, Patrick Starr, Patrick Ta, on and on and on, Manny MUA, all of them, they must either know something and have factual evidence to prove that James Charles is not a predator, which why they wouldn't come out and share that with the public. If I were James Charles and I had that information, or if I was one of the friends and I had that information, I'd be sharing that with quickness to change people's opinions. You know, to have come out and self-proclaimed in a video, I mean, that's a confession. Like, let's just be for real. People want to talk about legality. That's a confession. Why do you think you took the video down? Okay? So if they must either have factual evidence, or they're totally fine with him being a predator. You know, Manny said to me years ago, if you knew James behind the scenes, you would know he's not really like that. Really like what, Manny? There's literally factual evidence. Okay? You basically said the same thing in your podcast, that you felt sorry for Colleen Ballinger. Would you have said to me on the phone if I had asked you at that time, if you knew Colleen Ballinger behind the scenes, you would know she's not like that? Maybe you really don't know these people. Maybe these people that you are supporting financially by shouting out their brands to your fans, by supporting and going to their launches, by taking pictures with them, by doing reviews of their makeup, by holding a palette up, Mikayla Nogueira, to your 15 million people that might buy his palette, okay? Maybe you need to think a little bit more about the people that you're supporting. Because if it is just a professional relationship, listen, for me, professional relationship, I'll give up in a heartbeat, okay? So it must not just be a professional relationship. If you are so standing behind these people, okay, that you are willing to lose your own careers, your own integrity, your own reputation over defending a self-proclaimed predator, okay, then if you have information to the contrary, please come out and show us, because there's actual factual evidence about James Charles and Colleen Ballinger, and you guys continue to protect them. So don't come out later and say it's a professional relationship, because y'all have had 2 years to get rid of these professional relationships, and you have chosen not to. You've chosen to continue to stand by predators, okay? That's what you've chosen to do. I don't understand why, by the end of 2023, it has been 6 months into these Colleen Ballinger allegations, why we are not seeing more people come out and speak about this. And don't even give me the thing about, well, they don't have to. You're absolutely 100% right. They don't have to. But why wouldn't you want to? Why would you not want somebody to come out and be like, okay, this is the right thing to do, right? As drama channels, we have been demanded to come out and speak over a lot less. Demanded. And nobody was jumping to our defense and saying, they don't have to. People were egging it on. You need to come out. 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 And we did. Because it was the right thing to do. But I guess it's a new world. I guess there's new rules, right? You can protect predators. You can give them tons of money. And people want to know, why does James Charles still have a platform? This is why James Charles still has a platform. And 3 years down the road, when Colleen Ballinger is back on tour and more people are coming out with more stories and her jokes haven't changed because she has no self-awareness, because she really hasn't gone. People want to talk about, I hate cancel culture. I was looking on this on her comments on her video today or on her TikTok, and it was interesting because people were like, I'm so disappointed you're using a James Charles product. And somebody said, if you still support her after this, you are part of the problem as well. I agree. I agree. I think in 2024, I mean, there are a lot of comments on here, you guys, about people going after Mikayla. Are you really using James Charles' brand with all that he's been accused of? Wow, just wow. I noticed he didn't say it, but it was him, but wow. Calm yourself, buddy. She's allowed to use what she wants. She's allowed to support a predator. You're absolutely right. But are there no consequences? Somebody on here says, you know, I hate cancel culture. And I'm like, who's canceled? Who is canceled? Shane Dawson's not canceled, even though he complained about being canceled. If you were canceled, okay, I used to wear Michael Kors cologne back in the day, the one that's been discontinued and canceled. It is canceled, okay? You cannot buy it today from Michael Kors, okay? You can maybe buy it on Imposters or something like that. The last bottle I bought was so old it turned to water overnight, okay? It is canceled. It is discontinued. You cannot get it anymore, all right? These people are not canceled. They are still making millions and millions of dollars a year. James Charles is still making millions of dollars a year. Colleen Ballinger, just off of the last vlog she's made in the last week, is making millions of dollars. She still has a platform, okay? Manny MUA, Joy Graceffa, Laura Lee, Daniel Prada, all these people that support predators, they still are making tons and tons of money, okay? So don't talk to me about cancel culture. There is no such thing as cancel culture. These people have never been canceled. They aren't canceled. They still have thriving careers today. But I think going into 2024, we need to seriously, as a society, evaluate where we are putting our money, who we are putting our money into. Not only that, who we are supporting with our integrity and our reputations, and who we choose to stand behind. I think it's important, and I think it's time that some change happens. I'm not going to tell anybody who to follow, who to watch, whose money to put in their pockets, what products to buy. I will never tell you that. I'm just telling you that I think it's time that we start thinking about those things. Because for me, I already have. I've unfollowed them off of Instagram. I don't watch most of their videos unless people bring to me and I have to cover it for a video. Okay, that's called work. And all that kind of stuff. So, you know, and I don't follow them on Twitter. I don't keep up with those people. I don't need to. So when people want to come out and say, well, I have to follow them and have my notifications on, that's bullshit. Okay? I don't follow Mikayla Nogueira anywhere. Had no problem making this video today. Didn't even watch her whole TikTok. Went to the comments, watched 30 seconds of the TikTok, was done. You don't have to support these people. I'm not telling you not to. I'm telling you you don't have to. Okay? And I wake up a little bit better every morning knowing that I don't support a bunch of people that are predator protectors. So, just putting that out there in the universe. Anyway, I'm going to get off here now and calm myself down before therapy. And I love you guys so much, and I will see you tomorrow, the first day of December. Bye.